Steves, Alex's, and every skin in between. Welcome to Block Game Banter. I'm Dino.
I'm Firecracker.
I'm Code.
And I'm OniShizen.
Today, we're going to be talking more about content creation. More, though, about the side of branding, theme, what your skin looks like. So, who wants to go first?
I mean, mine's pretty simple and straightforward.
Okay, go ahead.
I've had a total of 3 skins since I started playing on PC. They consist of my current skin, the onesie skin that was made for me by Crimson Phantom, and then Toph. I had a Toph Beifong skin that I used for years. Missed that skin. It's a great skin. But like those are the big 3 that I always used. But it wasn't until I switched to like my flannel skin I currently use that I actually started to like do more planning and theming and working on like layouts for my stream and backgrounds and that kind of stuff. So like most people can tell, space is my thing. I made the background for this podcast. It's what I kind of do. I just like space. So it's just kind of always spacey stuff and things. Don't know why. It just always is.
Space is cool, though.
Space is
Yeah.
cool.
And
My
also the
entire
colors
thing-
you use.
True. And it's a very nice, cool color tone, which definitely contrasts vastly to the fact that my skin has a red flannel. So yeah, no, I have space and flannel. Don't know how those two came together, but that's what we got.
Yeah, but I mean also like the cool color tones, like the colors that you tend to use for your stuff actually is calming. A lot like the content you make, because you talk about how the content you're making is more of just like relaxing, low key, and that's kind of what you prefer to do. And that I feel like fits your color palette. Whether or not that was intentional or accidental, it kind of just works.
It happened. I don't know how, but it happened.
It happened. Who wants to go next? I mean, I can if nobody else is.
Good. Go for it.
Okay, so I just kind of started out using my Minecraft skin that I'd actually had for years, which was just brown hair, brown eyes, kind of pale-ish, like not pale, more of like a muted earthy green color. And so that's kind of what started out. And then I thought when I was starting and making like little profile pictures for actual content creation, it was just black background, lime green, dino. Like that's all it said. It was so bad, but that's what it was. And because I knew that green stood out against black. And the more I got into it, like the first thing that changed was purple became associated with me because of Enderman and how constant they were in my content and also how they're kind of what started my content journey moving forward. And so I added purple eyes. So I became like green, black, purple. And they're actually like, it's funny because those are my favorite colors anyway. So that's another reason why I was fine with it. But those just kind of became my thing. And I think they kind of represent my content because it's like super bright and jarring and like attention grabbing, which is kind of what I go for. Like I'm very high energy compared to other people in this podcast.
Very.
It's my personality and I feel like that fits. And then when it comes to skins, we were counting and like just the ones that I have in my like folders, like my files, I have like close to 20 skins. And I've used most of them because it's the different variations as my skin evolves. There's like the different costumes that I use because I'm very much like let's put on a costume and film this like little sketch type thing. Just because I think that's fun. I like having an outfit to fit the occasion because I feel like it also holds attention better, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Absolutely. You have a lot of really cool ones you did for Undead Craft.
Yeah, I do. I'm excited. I like my one for Undead Craft because it keeps my color scheme of purple. And so instead of having like the brown overcoat and a purple vest, like what a lot of people would do, because that's more natural, I did like full purple coat, bronze and lime green goggles. Like I want to grab attention. And that's like my brand. Like it's what it serves its purpose. Like I had reasons for choosing those colors, but they're also like personal and then because they're my favorites, but then on top of that, they serve a content creation like benefit. So when you're choosing color and branding, it's really what it is. It's branding. You want to have something that reflects you. Like Oni, even though it was just kind of by coincidence, Oni's colors match her brand. And my colors, I think, match me pretty well. Just dinosaur hoodie, gremlin, bright, and contrast, I guess. Yeah.
True. I think it does definitely match you.
I guess I'll go next. So I was not a Minecraft player when I first did content creation. I started out with 7 Days to Die, Ark, Astroneer, those kind of games. And so when back 3 years ago or whenever it was when I started content creation, I had been playing Minecraft for just a couple of months, and I actually inherited a Minecraft account from a relative. And so I just used the character that person had put on their character when I first started content creation. So it looks totally different than I look now. However, once I got into Twitch, and I was talking with my graphic designer, Otakaro, about what I wanted my brand to look like. Firecracker is my brand, right? And so I wanted something that had that same feel to it, because I picked the name Firecracker because of my personality. And I wanted colors that matched that kind of personality, something that's energetic and fiery and that causes an explosion in your eyes and that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly.
No,
but
yeah, that makes sense.
So we picked this color scheme with these purples and pinks and yellows that looks like a flame, kind of. The purple's the more deeply burning flame, and then yellow flames are like the less heated flame, I guess. Mm-hmm. As the flame gets hotter, it burns a little bit darker purple, bluer. Anyway, so when I did decide to start playing Minecraft as content, and XP was getting his skin redone, and I'm like, well, I should probably have my own skin too. And so if you look at my avatar or logo or whatever it is that I put on all my videos, it's got this girl that's a flame. It's a face of a girl that's a flame. And so I wanted to see how I could translate that into a Minecraft character. And I thought of, first of all, I thought of her hair. And I'm like, I need an ombre hair that looks like fire. So that's basically... Are you going to show our characters?
I mean, I can.
Yeah. So,
That would help.
This is now what my character looks like. And I picked, I wanted something kind of athletic to wear. So I picked shorts and a t-shirt and white, Nikes or whatever, running shoes. And so if you look at my YouTube page and my Twitch page and my Minecraft character, they all have very similar color schemes, and I like to do that. I also do a lot of colors for text and stuff that I use. I try and keep them in that pink, purple, yellow kind of color code to make it all a unified brand, if you will. And that's how I got the skin that I have.
Makes sense.
Also, I just want to quickly put in here, your logo and stuff, Ferks, is I think one of the coolest I've ever seen. It's so cool. I love it so
I came up with that idea myself.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing.
It was so funny. I got this tweet from Topmass one time, and he's like, I was today years old when I realized that Firecracker's logo was a girl with flaming hair. He's I just thought it was this flame the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
I love that so much. I mean, yeah, my logo was literally, I took a picture of myself doing that pose, traced over it, and then drew the clothing that I wear in my character.
Nice.
So it's literally just me tracing myself in that pose, because I can't draw. I can't draw at all. And it's so bad, but I just that's what I did. But yours is actually really cool, Ferks. It's so cool.
Thanks.
Definitely though. Code, you have a wide library of skins, my friend.
So many.
I do. I just counted. I have over 20 skins for myself.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That does include a couple of in-between phase skins. But yeah, in the course of the last roughly year or so, I have changed my skin so many times, but it's always generally consisted of a blue hoodie and black jeans and a crown. I forgot about the crown for a second, but it's changed so much because I started to move away. Like when I first started, I had like the skull mask and the crown. And I was like, this is gonna be my brand. This is good. And I stuck with that. And then like 2 months ago, I was like, I hate the skull mask. So many people have something like it. I want something different. And I haven't really figured out what yet, but I got rid of the mask, which if you look at my skin now, you can see like it has like the yellow eye as an accent color because I use yellow as an accent for the dark blue. And like it shows that more, which I think is cool. And my train of thought just died.
No, but your skin
Yeah.
overall is like super, super cool. I think my favorite is your Mothman skin.
I do love the Mothman skin. That was one of 3 Halloween skins that I made. And I ended up keeping it for way longer than I was planning to because I loved it so much.
That is entirely fair.
I think I'm the only thing I have more skins on you, like more skins than you in code is Halloween. I think it's the only one. It is the only one.
You have
And
a lot of Halloween skins.
it's because I was doing a bit, but like I used them all. I like Halloween, but also it's like the fun thing though, like if we're talking specialty skins, like I have a Pride skin and then there's like Halloween skins, it gives you a chance to step out of your brand in a way. You know? And so like I had like orange and black. I was just a sheet ghost once. Like none of my normal colors.
Oh, that's cute.
It was amazing. It's iconic. I love it. But yeah, no, it's just like it gives you a chance to step out of your brand a little bit and have some fun with other skins if you want to, without like you feel like you're compromising what you're trying to build. So don't be afraid. Like I feel like a big thing about like you can see with Code and I is like don't be afraid to change it up, but also don't be afraid to keep it the way it is if you really like it. Like Berks and Oni have their skins and they love their skins, so they keep
I do love my skin.
I love your skin too, Fergs.
But the thing is, I didn't realize it was so okay. First of all, I didn't know you could do it without buying it. Like I'm new to Minecraft, right? Like I didn't know you could just change your skin without buying a skin from like the marketplace.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do it yourself. And so that's part of the reason why I hired it done. I mean, it cost me not a lot of money at all. I got a great deal and she's very talented. I'm very confused. Thank you so much. Put the plug in there. But you can do it yourself. It's not that hard. I've gone on to, I don't know what site you guys use, but there's a site out there that's super easy to use.
But I've used like 4 or 5 different ones, and there's some phone apps you can use.
I use a phone app personally.
Okay.
I use 3 different sites to make one skin normally.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's because like you're talented, Code. Like you do this and you're like really good at it.
Okay. I'm gonna briefly explain the process of whose skin did I do this for.
So you made me a frog skin recently.
Yes, I did. I don't remember if I used this particular process for it, but who would I have done this for? I did this for Rainy, where I would find like I'd either find or make like a sort of outfit, I guess, for the skin, and then I'd have like a different I wouldn't do everything all at once. I'd make like a couple different parts of it on different skins to play around with colors more. And then I'd switch to a different site and I'd mostly use the other site for color codes because it's so much easier to get it from other sites. And then I'd switch to a different one. I think Nova Skin is really good for layering skins. So then I would use that to like put it all together and then switch back to the first site and then change up the colors a bit more. Because by doing it that way, if I do like one version of an outfit, I can save that version and just have it in a folder. And then I can like edit it a bit for different skins. Or if I don't like it, I can change it before I merge all the layers together.
Oh.
Code over here with big brain.
Yeah.
Right.
Code does it like properly. If you're looking for just like a casual phone app, like what I use Skin Seed. It's really useful. It saves your skins. You can upload it directly to your Minecraft account, so that's useful. And like I use that. So if you upload it to your Minecraft account, then you can save it to your skin library on your Minecraft launcher. So I've got basically like 2 skin libraries. I have my common skins that I have saved to my computer, and then I have my more outlandish ones that are like one time or just few time uses that I have on my phone. So it's and then also if you have a spark of inspiration randomly, the amount of skins I've made on the bus going to class like is a lot. It's like also I need something to do, and so I just pull out and make a Minecraft skin. That's why I have so many. It's because I just do it in my free time for fun. And so if you're just looking to do it casually, or you have like a sudden hint of idea, Skinseed is great. It also has a huge library too of other people's skins that you can use for bases or just use.
Oh yeah,
Right.
No.
Like that's another thing. Is like you don't have to make your own skin. If you're going to do content creation, you should that's like either use Steve, Alex, or like some basic variation of like mob skin, because there's only so many ways you can do that. Or but then make your own. Like it's just you can't. It's stealing art. It kind of goes back into like the stealing art thing.
Right.
So you don't want to steal someone else's creation and claim it as your own for your brand. That's not fair to them, and people will think you made it, and that's not good. So try to like be creative on your own if you're thinking of making content. But if you're just a casual player, like there's no shame in going and yoinking a skin you like. I mean, the amount of different famous people skins that I see variations of in like Hypixel, it's a lot. And that's because they like the skin, they like the creator. And so they use it. And I mean, that's fair. Or they do variations of it because they like the look, but they want to do something a little bit more individual in their own.
I think Halloween is a perfect time to mess around with your skin. I remember that one year on Hermitcraft when all the hermits got a zombie skin. I even made them for them, so they didn't even have to do them. But that would be a good time to play around with your skin. What would you look like as a zombie or a vampire or a ghost, or insert whatever it is that you want to be for Halloween. The sexy nurse. I don't know. The sexy doctor. Whatever you want to be for Halloween, like you can try that out on your skin, your Minecraft skin.
Embrace your inner Bigfoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Mothman.
Right.
I mean, I had a phantom hoodie and like a skeleton onesie during Halloween. Just like different things like that could work. That phantom hoodie, it could have been my brand. Like I could have gone after like the more phantom style. Like I could have used those same colors. That could have just been my skin all the time if I really wanted to. And so I just like use what you like, you know? Don't use what other people like or what you think other people will like. Because if you're doing everything you are based on like I want views, you're not going to get views because people like to watch things where people are genuinely enjoying themselves. And a good start is, this is kind of a joke, but like I'm saying it in a joking way, but this is serious, like be comfortable in your own skin.
Right. Enjoy the skin you're in.
Yeah, enjoy the skin you're in. Like if you want to feel comfortable with what you're doing, you don't want to push yourself out of your personal boundaries because then you're going to be uncomfortable and people can tell that. You're not going to be happy with what you're making. And so just do everything in your power to be happy with what you're making, because that's in the long run what matters. Are you proud of what you're doing? Right. And do you like how it looks? And so like brand and color schemes, like that's very personal.
Yeah.
Like you can choose colors and you're like, ooh, eye-catching. Like that's kind of what I did at first, but I still chose colors I liked. I could have done hot pink on black, but I hate the color pink. I would have not liked being in pink. And so I used green because I like green. Like that's kind of where you go with it,
No, like there are definitely colors that fit people more than they fit others. Like Fergus definitely fits those really warm tones. I definitely fit the weird dark but also kind of coolish warm tones. Code very much fits their, because I'm about to say, Code, you got some of the most colorful profile picture of all of us on this.
Yep.
Yeah. My Discord profile picture is the only one that doesn't match every other social media account I have. So this is actually kind of a bad reference. But if you look right here, here is my current profile picture for everything else.
And if you're listening you can't see it right now, go check out Code's socials and also all of the rest of ours. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Tisk. Oh, I'm a
YouTuber.
I definitely think our skins have massively influenced the way we interact and the way we like portray ourselves. Because like, while I will recognize that my skin is actually how I dress in a day-to-day life, I am usually in jeans, a flannel, and a mask. Just because COVID and sunlight is dangerous. But I will also say that our overlays vastly explain who we are as people.
What's an overlay?
It's your backgrounds, the things you put on stream. It's where your follower count is. That kind
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't add that, please.
No, we're keeping that. We're keeping that.
Our overlays do vastly define us, though, because, like, mine is hyper simplified. There'll be a thing that'll pop up during stream if someone follows or raids or hosts or something like that. And, like, I have a small follower goal at the top corner, but, like, even then, it vastly does not affect my screen, just because my focus is not on that, it's on what is being played. And I know some people have much more interactive, much larger, much more interesting overlays. Because like, there's someone I watch, I forget their exact name, but their channel points, you can make these little bitty dudes on their screen do stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's very entertaining.
Yeah, I want to do something like that eventually.
I do feel like sometimes it does take away a little bit from the stream, but that also entirely depends on the person, what type of content they're trying to creating, and how they're doing it. Because like Ferks, yours is very, very nice and organized and very, very like well worked out compared to mine. Because you also have like, doesn't yours keep up with like who followed most recently, who subscribed most recently, that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I think it's super cool. I've never sat down to try and do that. I really should. I really need to sit down and explore Stream Elements more, because that website is super cool. But I definitely think that defines us, because like Code, yours sticks to a very blue and yellow theme, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mostly use different shades of like the same blue. Like, like I have this one very specific blue color, and I use that code for everything. And then I have codes for like all the darker colors and the lighter colors for it. And then there's just this singular color of yellow that I use as the highlight. No other variations of it.
It's a very warm golden color.
Yes.
Compared to mine, which is literally I'm working on getting a different one and changing it up. But currently it's the end portal texture with like lime green text, and like for my starting soon I've got like a grass block in the corner to reference like Enderman, because it's a joke in my community. And in the bottom corner I have one of my emotes, which is my dinosaur in a trash can, because I feel like that sums up the vibe during most of my streams. And so like I kind of like stick to that end theme, but then also bright lime green Comic Sans, because I personally find Comic Sans way easier to read. I know some people are like jokingly like, "Oh, Comic Sans is the worst font." I love it.
It's
so
a very dyslexic-friendly font.
It's so easy to read. I love it so much, and like that's another reason why. Like I use it because I love it, but also because it's more reader-friendly, and so.
Do you guys color code your emotes and stuff to match your brand as well? Because I did.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not until recently. No, I didn't.
Don't forget to do that. If
Mine,
you know.
See, my emotes, I only have a couple right now. I'm working on more, but it's just Long Cat. I'm not gonna. It's just Long Cat. My brand is my brand is slowly evolving from like skull mask and whatever to a literal gray cat.
It's a good brand though.
It is, and I am content with this.
It is very cute.
I didn't think a year ago that my brand would evolve into this, and now I've just kind of embraced it as like this is what all of my emotes are gonna be. It's just gonna be variations of Long Cat. And now I just thought of a new one.
Oh no,
that's cool.
I'm distracted.
I mean, mine all stem from, like, I'm working on getting new ones because I removed some of the other ones, but I'm trying to get all my emotes just be, I have this character I doodled one day called Derp.
I love Derp.
It's a little green dinosaur. He's my energy at all times, and so whenever I do something dumb, they spam Derps in chat. Because it's just, like, his little head and he's sticking out a tongue. But then my other ones I currently have are Derp in a trash can and Derp's whole body holding a cup of coffee. Because, like, sometimes everyone's tired and they're like, drink coffee. Sometimes they spam it with hydrate as well. Like, they'll put Derp caffeine with hydrate. And I'm like, that's not correct. Because I don't have anything else. But I'm working on stuff like that because just, he's kind of my brand. It's like, you see it with other streamers too. Like, here's a variety streamer, Point Crow. He's got this little guy called Doodle. It's a little crow kind of doodle, and all of his emotes are variations of that crow, like holding a knife, pointing in a direction, like kind of things like that. And so it's just like that's kind of the route I'm going with mine, like a little character, because then if we got into the point of merchandise, which is something
Right.
that not every creator gets to ever, but like it's always on people's minds. Like if I ever get to the point where I'm making merchandise, I'll make something with like derp trash can on a t-shirt. I want that shirt. I don't care if I make merch or not. I'm putting derp trash can on a t-shirt and I'm wearing it.
There you go.
Like it's like that's another thing you can think of, because a lot of the times emotes are what become your merch.
Right.
Absolutely.
But you also want things that people are going to actively use. You want fun emotes that your community can apply to certain situations. You don't want just like random mumbo jumbo, because like Twitch supplies that. Twitch supplies like little dinosaur going pog, which is like also my chat's favorite emote. I can't make my own pog because there's already a dinosaur going pog in Twitch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it's just like the random stuff is already supplied. So be creative and create something unique and that's just you, that nobody else has, because that's another, like, that'll get people to want to subscribe, and follower only emotes, that'll get people to want to follow, so they can like have use of your little individual things that they can't see anywhere else.
But say one of mine is literally just my cat upside down.
I love your emotes, Oni.
It's just
I
cute.
genuinely love your emotes.
I mean, mine, I have a happy tree. I have the pride heart. And then until recently, I didn't have like personalized ones to my channel. But I made them actually, it's been about 6 months now since I made them. But I made the goofy little myself with the red panda hat. But the red panda hat's making the reaction. And then we have the one that from the very start, one of the first emotes ever made, the fight me emote. Because that's my go-to. If someone has made me mad, I'm going to yell, fight me at them.
Yeah.
So fight me, and it's space themed too, so that makes sense. But that is my go-to. Like, that was a long time phrase of mine, fight me. I still use it. It's definitely one of those ones that it's not gonna go anywhere. I used to have like a rage one, but it literally just says rage and it has a whole bunch of cute flowers on it.
That's on brand as well.
You know, as terrifying as I want to be, I will recognize I am small. And most people don't take me seriously because of it, but I do recognize that I can totally play that part. I can make it work. But yeah,
I got so caught off guard by that I am small.
I am small?
What? I don't know what I was expecting, but it really wasn't that.
I mean, it's been a long time joke because I am short. I recognize this. I'm 5'4". I'm not exactly tall, but I am average height for someone.
Height, Oni. We're not
No, you're short.
But
I'm sorry, you're short.
I also exist at a desk that is much taller than the average desk, so I constantly have my feet swinging under my desk.
Oh.
So my feet are constantly dangling. I use a drafting table for my desk. It's what I've used for years. But I had to get a specialized chair for it because I didn't want to have to sit on the stool that came with it, because the stool was tall enough to get me up to the right height. So I got a custom chair for it. But I am too short, and the chair can also go up to where the seat is about 4 feet off the ground. So it makes me look very small. And so I have constantly just played with it because people make fun of it. There was a period of time where my channel had the word cute banned.
That reminds me, I need to ban that.
My chat managed to find 400 different other ways to say it, and it was very hard to ban them all.
Oh no.
Would you like a quick make fun of Luca moment?
Go for it.
Oh no.
So, Luca, sometimes love him, sometimes hate him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been dubbed his head mod now, and as such, I am given the most permission to ban words.
What words did you ban?
Luca, as we know, Luca hates Bidoof, right? The Pokemon.
It
And
makes me so sad.
and as such, his chat loves to say it and bring it up as much as possible whenever there's Pokemon references. Every time someone comes up with a new variation of the word Bidoof, I have to ban it. So there's like obvious like slurs and swear words that can't be said in chat that are banned.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is Bidoof variants.
Yeah.
That happens. But that's also like, once again, brand. Back to brand. Like, it's on brand for Luca to hate Bidoof, you know? Like, it's on brand for Oni to be, like, angry and small. And for me, it's on brand to be like super like, hi guys, like woo kind of
Derpy.
energy, you know? It's like kind of like I'm not like that all the time. I'm not, imagine being like that all the time.
It's a lot of energy.
I
don't think you would be my wife if you were like that all the time.
I don't think I could handle myself if I was like that all the time. But like it's kind of like it's best to portray yourself when you're making content, but like it's kind of also a bit of like a character, if that makes sense. Like we were talking about this last time too with like the parasocial relationship bit, but we already got into that like really in depth. But like
Go check out our last episode to get more details about it.
Right.
Go watch go watch it. Go listen. Do it. Shameless plug. I'm a YouTuber.
We're plugging ourselves. Yes.
If you haven't watched it and you're watching this one, low key shame on you, but not actually.
Exactly.
Thank you
Keep
for
watching.
being here. Please be here more.
Yeah. No, but back to the topic. It's like we're playing ourselves, but we're also kind of playing a character. Like sometimes I might not be feeling that great, but I turn on stream and I'm like, "Hey guys, Dino here." You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm not having a good day, but I can put that aside to have fun and hang out with my chat and be
My chat
Dino.
changes my mood a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like I go
sure.
in not feeling it, and by 5 minutes into the stream, chat has totally turned me around.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was having like a super low energy stream recently, like my last stream, because I haven't streamed in forever because school is hard. But like my stream where I was building a mob spawner, that's actually completely ineffective, so it was like useless. Anyway,
no.
like I was just so like tired that day, and I didn't want to keep going. And then all of a sudden I get this like massive raid, and it's just like the energy gets just like injected back into chat. Like not just with the raiders, but like with my chat being like, holy cow,
It's contagious.
welcome everybody. And so it's like all of a sudden everyone's like super energetic, and like I literally screamed. But it just shoots my energy right back up to
I
like
have to find that clip.
Like us, I posted it to TikTok. Go watch it. No, but like
Another
no, but
plug.
I literally I will keep plugging my stuff until the end of time because I think it's funny.
And we love you for it.
I do it jokingly. I hope everyone knows that I'm not being like I'm not like the people who are like completely just like absolutely trying to sell you something.
Sell out.
No, I sell
If
out.
you don't watch my content right now, you're not a true fan, and you are a disappointment.
People who
We're
say that
kidding, we love you.
seriously- Yeah, no, but people who say
Y'all
that
are-
seriously are like in my opinion, some of the worst type of content
Right.
creators to do any work with.
Right.
I don't like
Yeah.
working with them. And like that isolates them, and then it kind of like makes it harder for them to continue to grow and exist on the platform. It makes it harder to make friends. Like I say it jokingly because I'm kind of poking fun at them, but also because like it works to an extent, but it doesn't work when you're like constantly like, you need to subscribe. Like if you're like like not even mentioning like, hey, if you like my content, you should maybe subscribe because I do this all the time. Like that's more genuine. Like, hey, if you like what you're seeing, this is what I do. But then there's people
Right.
like subscribe now, and they don't give you a reason. They're just like they think they deserve it.
Right.
So if you're gonna go into content creation, your attitude is everything. Like it's like not just your brand, how you act in content,
That
but also how
swings
you
back
act
to
outside
the
of
be genuine part. It's
Right.
be good, you're a human. Remember that? Your viewers
But you are
human.
you are your brand. Like
Mhm.
what you're projecting out there, that becomes your brand. So just remember that branding can go both ways. It can be good, and then it can go horribly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you aren't yourself, you can burn out incredibly quickly. Like I starting out a bit, like there was a point in time where I wasn't sure what I wanted to be, and I was also just having like a tough time with school. And so I was being not genuine. Like I wasn't in my content. I was being very fake. And like you could I look back now and like you can hear it. And I'm disappointed in myself for that content. Like that's not what I should have been making. I should have been like taking how I feel at that moment and making something maybe a little more low key, because then I wouldn't have burnt myself out and made myself upset. And then when you're burnt out, sometimes you don't feel motivated, then you stop making content, and then
It's a
people
big
think you
circle
die.
of doom.
Right.
But it's just like it's just you have to pace yourself, but also be yourself, because if people don't like your content, that's on them. That's not on you.
Right.
That's not you making bad content. As long as you're proud of it, your content is good. As long as you are proud of what you are doing, your content is good. Doesn't matter what anyone else says.
There are a couple of exceptions out there.
There are a handful of exceptions. But
I doubt that the people who are listening to this are those types of people. Like there are certain exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule.
Right.
That is true. Just wanted to put the disclaimer out there that there's the couple of you. You might not be listening right now, but there's just a couple of you out there that are like, eh.
Yeah, but also it kind of those people tend to be playing more of a character too.
Yeah.
Like they think their content is good because they're playing like the mean guy, like prankster character, but they're not being genuine and they're just coming across as just rude.
I think it just also swings back to when you're creating content, are you spreading kindness or are you spreading hate? And that vastly affects how you're going to do and what you're going to do and who you're going to attract.
Right.
So much more fulfilling, and you get such a much better community when you're just trying to spread kindness and joy. Like I'm doing content creation because I like making people laugh. That's why I do the more high energy, kooky, scripted out things sometimes on TikTok. That's why my short form is sometimes a lot stronger than my long form. It's just because that's what I like to do.
Absolutely.
And
You're always in short form.
oh my. You are the worst.
Don't worry, Diana, you're not alone. It's fine.
I'm sad.
You set yourself up for it.
I know I did. No, but like, it's just do what makes you happy. Like if you're listening to this, you like Minecraft. Duh. We're a Minecraft podcast. But if you just like playing Minecraft casually, you don't have to make Minecraft your content. Don't choose what you're making your content out of just because it's like popular at the time. You know?
Play
like
what you
I
enjoy,
make Minecraft
be
content.
Who you are.
Yeah, be who you are. Like, don't be afraid to like play random old game. Don't play Minesweeper for like 30 minutes. Nobody wants to watch Minesweeper for 30. I don't think anyone out there wants to watch Minesweeper for 30 minutes.
If you can hold a good conversation while doing Minesweeper, people will watch you. But
yes, but that's not watching the Minesweeper though.
That's being there for the content creator.
A glorified just chatting. That's being there for the content creator. But like, do what you enjoy. You know, like I'm making a dig at Minesweeper. I genuinely, funnily enough, love Minesweeper. My preferred version of Minesweeper is actually Voltorb Flip from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Pokemon games. I can play that for actual hours. I get Dratini every single time. If you don't know Pokemon, I'm sorry that I'm alienating my audience.
You nerd.
But I like playing games like that. Like, I mean, I played Voltorb Flip on stream for I think 3 hours once.
I'm scared.
And I maintained viewers because I was talking. And like, so yeah, you could do anything. But sometimes if what you're after is growing your content, like if you want to grow, don't just do things because they're popular, because that's not that won't sustain your popularity. Look for sustainable things. Do things you enjoy, because that's what's gonna make you last longer. Like, I mean, I'm branching out into more diverse content because I want to be able to sustain my content, but also because I enjoy it. I want to do more than just Minecraft. I don't want to just be a Minecrafter. But being a Minecrafter, not saying being a Minecrafter is a bad thing, obviously. I love Minecraft. It's still my main thing. But I like other games too, and that's okay. It's okay to like other games. That's another thing that a lot of people
swings back to the branding. Branding yourself as who you are does not depend on your game. I myself pretty much have branded myself as a Minecrafter because it's what I do, it's the game I play. But I occasionally do art streams. I occasionally do Lego building streams. I won't deny that I still do other stuff. But I have to say, like, I'm going to speak from the outsider view of Ferks here. When I first started watching Ferks, that was playing the game to have fun. Playing the game to share having fun. And that was part of the reason I started, was because I wanted to share the fun I was having with other people. And so I think that is what swings back to it. That's what brings it to it of, are you enjoying what you're doing? And if so, are you sharing it in such a way that other people can enjoy it? So I think that is it. What's up?
Something else with that is, like, when I first started, you guys might feel the same way, but even if it felt genuine, as I continued making content and meeting people and kind of figuring out like what I want to do and how I want to present on stream, it went more genuine than I thought it would, if that makes sense. Like, I had this certain, like, this is how I act on stream. this is what I show to people, but it just because I thought it was genuine doesn't mean it was actually genuine. Like, it changed as I continued to make content.
Oh yeah, you
So, like,
have to expect it to change.
So that's something else to keep in mind, though, is just because you're changing how you act doesn't make it like less on brand or less genuine just because you act differently as time goes on. It's people forget that it's not just about like maintaining your brand all the time. And we mentioned that earlier, where it's like you can play around with it more and you can change stuff and kind of figure out more of like what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be afraid to do that with visuals and with how you act on stream.
Absolutely.
Change is an inevitable part of content creation. You're gonna grow more confident. You're gonna like get inside jokes or things. You'll find something that you maybe like a bit more and start leaning more towards that way. It's just don't be afraid of change in both content creation and real life. Like it happens. Like I feel like basically what we've said these past 2 podcasts is just be yourself and like do things that you enjoy, and that's what makes good content creators. It's people who are just being themselves.
I absolutely
Authenticity.
agree on that, and I think that that's actually a really good part to wrap up on. Of the, you are who you create yourself to be, and you are who you let people see you as. But make sure you're not draining yourself and destroying yourself to create that person. Make sure you are presenting yourself how you want to be seen, but also not causing yourself damage to present that person. And so, on that note, I want to remind everyone that you should totally like and subscribe. And you got to do the thing where we plug ourselves. We got to plug ourselves. How do we plug ourselves, guys? How do you plug yourselves?
We have a Block Game Banter Twitter.
We need to use that Block Game Banter Twitter.
I will start using the Block Game
Wonderful.
Banter Twitter.
I need the login, and I will cause chaos on it.
If you're watching this on YouTube, links are in the description for all of our fun stuff. If you are listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate our podcast. If you really enjoyed it, leave us some comments on both the podcast, like the listening and the watching side. Tell us what you want to hear from us next, because we are open to doing what you guys want us to talk about, because we're here for you guys.
I read them all. I read every single one of them.
Every single one of them gets read by at least Oni.
It's not 5 or 6 times.
Yep, you have a voice. What you guys want to see, we're here to do, because we just enjoy having conversations and hanging out with each other, and we like sharing that with you. Back to our content creation and doing what you enjoy type thing. But seriously, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you do all of the fun YouTube stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.